How y'all doing? I know everybody's literally probably knocked out right now, and that's understandable. I literally was just thinking, like, you know what? I'm gonna go live tonight. I know that, you know, you have people that's over on the other side, the world and stuff like that. They're literally like, oh, damn, like, he's just going live now? I'm like, or maybe not. Hey, look. So, most recently, I literally became security guard for a bar. It's outside of my normal regular job and stuff like that, and I'm proud of myself for doing that. I think that it's a growth of always not settling for what I have and trying to be able to elevate higher than where I am. My wife is the keystone of why I push the extra mile that I push. She's my motivation, she's my rock. It's hard for a man to sit there and be like, look, I have somebody in my life that can just be like, yo, she's pushing me to be better than who I am. Some people, I'm not saying all, don't hang me for this one, will sit there and be like, oh, well, I got a person that is doing everything. She's working hard, got 2 jobs, and this, that, third. And I'm just piggyback riding off of, my mother taught me not to be a person that ride off of no woman. A lot of times people say, oh, a boy needs to grow up with a man so he could become a real man. That's not true. My mother was a father and a mother. She taught me to be the man that I am today. Somebody that does not allow myself to feel like I gotta treat a woman like dirt, but I'm not gonna sit here and let you play games with me neither. I learned to be balanced. Instead of me being disrespectful to a lady or just being submissive to a lady, I stand in between. I learned how to love myself, let go of anything that's not good for me. I understand to respect myself. Going through many relationships that I have been through and putting 100% into that relationship, I started to understand myself a lot better. I started to see negative cracks in my life as a man. I'm not saying all women are like this, but the ones that I grew up with were never the type of people that I should have been around. They rather be around people that are negative. They rather be around people that do evil stuff. But because of the reputation or, oh, I grew up with my people, you're a good person. But you allow demons to be around you every single day and you wonder why your life is the way it is. I'm not talking about anybody particular. I'm just saying the scenario. A lot of times the people that grow up with you want to see you lose, not win. They can smile in your face. They can do something nice from time to time. Because they're trying to make sure that you don't get locked in to the point where you say, yo, something about you is not right. And I gotta let you go. I grew up with you. We grew up as kids. Grew up as boys, sisters. But you have to understand, as people grow up, depending on your circumstances, depending on how you see life, a lot of times people lose their way. I'm not saying that nobody can't lose their way. And I'm not saying that nobody can just be like living a very straight, healthy life. But somebody had to sacrifice and go through the things they go through to like gets you to where you're at. So if you literally grew your life up and you're like in a happy home and you have your mom and your dad and your mom and your dad looks happy, life is going great. Hey, that's good. But then you have people that's like the mom and the dad are happy, but they're only doing it to be that way so that they don't allow their child to be distracted from. They're trying to distract them from what's really going on. Trouble in paradise. You have many couples sit there and be like, oh, we're this perfect couple on social media. And behind closed doors, there's always some negative things going on. I'm not saying my relationship is perfect. No relationship is perfect. There's arguments and there's disagreements. I feel like it should never get to no physical situation. But yes, you should be able to sit down with your partner, talk with your partner, see where we can meet halfway. If I'm doing something that is not to your liking, can I change the situation? But nowadays, most people, and I'm not saying all, but most people are stuck in their old ways. They used to being with people they can't have. That's a thrill. They don't want nobody that's like single or wants to be in a relationship or wants to do everything that they can to make their life better. They prefer the chaos. Now, you have some people that's been through so much. Every single person goes through their problems. I'm not picking. I'm not saying, oh, wow, my life is better than yours. Listen, I went through my fair share of craziness from the women I date, from going through the situations dealing with other people. It has not been easy. A real relationship is not about how perfect you can make it look. A real relationship is when it gets serious, when it gets messy, when it gets raw, when everything is coming on the table. How do you deal with the problem and make it better? Everyone strives. Um, I gotta say it in that sense. Everybody strives for a perfect relationship. Social media wise, people just be like, "Oh, we just had a whole fight a couple of minutes ago." But hi guys, we're all happy. The world is perfect. You wish it was us. It's for it's for entertainment. It's a brand that shows you of a artificial happy family. No arguments, no fighting. Every real relationship goes through problems. It's just how you deal with it. Sometimes you gotta like say what you gotta say. Sometimes you gotta scream it out. Sometimes you gotta express it, but don't put your hands on your partner. Don't allow your partner to feel like, oh, well, I'm gonna manipulate this person to make them understand where I'm coming from. It doesn't make anything better. You manipulate them, you cage them, you make them feel like they don't have no own free will of themselves. But maybe because due to the fact of the situation that they were dealing with before, they're lingering on the problems. They're manifesting all of the negativity that everybody did them wrong and now they're taking it out on you. Sometimes we have to really pay attention of what's going on in our lives. Like, okay, I trip out. I have trust issues. I'm yelling. I'm being angry. I'm being upset. Every minute, I don't trust my woman being around other people. What does that benefit from me but stress and paranoia? I don't have those things anymore in my life. If anything, if I ask my shorty something, I literally ask her. I don't assume. So the difference between asking and assume, I can ask you, and if you choose not to answer the question, then Okay, cool, granted. I'm not gonna entertain the joint. And I reached to a point where I had to go through hollow phases of my life. Hollow phases of my life is not the most easiest thing to deal with because once you go hollow, it's hard to revert back to catching feelings. It just feels like when you're trying to be in a relationship or trying to even find love, it's like, what is love? That's a dirty word at this point. It's like, what is that? You don't even know the definition anymore because you gave so much love and it just mentally ciphers you. A lot of times people don't even understand, not just from relationships, but friendships. You have people that wish bad on you and they could be so close to you. Like I'm talking about like y'all was in kindergarten growing up and then boom, y'all here today. In y'all late 30s, 20s, maybe 40s or 50s. There's people that you literally feel like, yo, despite anything, it's my family. You may stand strong on loyalty, but you have to ask yourself the question, is the same people you standing so strong on loyalty with gonna be loyal to you? I've seen many betrayals. I've seen people that are the closest of close friends reach to a point where like there is no forgiveness. Don't allow yourself to forgive many mistakes that as you become an adult you shouldn't have to sit there and kind of question that joint. Like if common sense, I'm an adult, I see my friend right there and I'm just like, damn, yo. He's looking, yo, you know, you guys joined together. He got a shorty, you know, he got a shorty, he got his house, he got his car. I hate that man for that. Why can't I have that? He shouldn't have that. That should be all mine. His woman, his car, his success. That should be mine. Evil thoughts. Instead of you uplifting me and maybe I could bring you in and help you to get where I'm at. I'm trying to do everything to destroy everything that I have. Many times I could talk to the people that I know. Many people that I've seen around. I see their fair share of problems. They see mine. But the mindset that I live on, the person that I am, jealousy, envy, hate, can't be jealous of somebody that has whatever they have because at the end of the day, I'm happy for what I got. I'm jealous about somebody achieving what they have because they did the loop, they did what they had to do to get where they got to get to. I'm happy where I'm at. The greed kicks in, the negativity kicks in, then you start trying to sabotage their situation. You trying to take their girl, or vice versa. Or a woman's trying to take the man from the girl because, oh, that's a happy relationship. Oh my God, like, I want that. Some women that I've come across give me very disturbing mindsets. You could see a man being happy with his woman, and you want that. You want that person. You don't want the aspect of, oh, I want to better myself, find somebody that can love me and treat me the same way they are. No, I want that person. I don't want to find nobody else. This is my entertainment. This is what I want. And then you sabotage. You do everything in your power to get what you want. Once you get what you want, that person steers to you. And either they start catching feelings for you I'm like, look, I don't want you. I was just only entertaining you for the moment because it was something I couldn't get. Now that I have you, I don't want you. There are multiple people, and I'm not saying all, but there are multiple people that will put on a normal human face, but you have to open your third eye and pay attention to the demons that are within your circle. Pay attention to the red flags. The people that's smiling in your face, but 1 minute they shooting shade. And you gotta watch and pay attention, listen, analyze. Did that person just disrespect me? Or they were trying to do some little weird shit and then they'd be like, oh, it's just a joke. They're trying to cover up them being disrespectful and saying it's a joke. When people do stuff like that, but they don't want to be disrespected. Listen, how can you disrespect people and use the it was a joke card so everybody now feel like you're the oddball of the group? No. I pay attention to things that most people don't pay attention to. Because how I operate, I don't speak mean spirited about others. Because the thing is that when I speak, I don't joke and I do not pull mean spirited things about you for my entertainment. But if you want to go there now, I'm gonna let you know my jokes will literally be facts. And you probably will hate me. So this is why I don't joke with people. It's not about, oh, he got to stick up his butt, he don't know how to joke, and no. The whole thing is that I don't like mean-spirited jokes because there's plenty of jokes you can joke about. But why you have to be mean-spirited to others? I'm the type of person that if I joke with you, it would not be to make you feel bad. Oh yeah, that person's fat. Like in your face, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. So then now your insecurity drops down. You feel sad because people are laughing at you. That's some bully joint. I'm not gonna look somebody in their face and say something mean spirited to them because we don't know what you're going through. God forbid, and everything is going bad in your life. Maybe you lost your kids. Maybe you lost your wife. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you lost everything, and all you just expect is somebody just say something kind to you, like look, brother, I know you're going through things. Trust me, brother, or trust me, sister, you're going through things. You're gonna be okay. Trust me, you're gonna be okay. But once you indulge in those negativities, once you feel like enough is enough, and once you feel like you give up, it a lot of times you don't see a way out. Sometimes you feel like this is it. This is the end of the road. Sometimes you fall in and you just can't get back up. It's not easy being human. It's not easy going through the things we go through in life as human beings. It hurts. Some people are fortunate to have multiple wealth. Some people are fortunate to just have great genes and this beautiful look and unfortunately some people just don't feel as attractive because of what they see on social media. Let me put gem on everything that I'm telling you right now. You see the shorties with the long track hair, the shorties with the big curves, the shorty that got like millions of followers. They're more miserable than you. You probably have a better spirit. I'd rather be with somebody that's not more attractive than a person that is. I don't look at a physical person by their skin. Is that like when I was younger, that's what I used to do. I used to be that dude that was like, yo, I want my shorty to be this. I have a type. And all it did was mentally drain me, stress me out because half of these shorties that have the look, either they just don't respect everything and they just sit on a pile of in your head like this is my world and I'm just sharing it with you. Those people are evil spirited. I don't care how beautiful you are. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care how much money you have. If you don't got character and you don't got that mindset to grow, that spiritual mindset to battle against the demons from the toxicity of what you hear, what you see, and what you speak. If you don't have that spiritual shield, it doesn't matter how cute you look, you're rotten in from the inside. There's no such thing as an ugly person. That word to me is like, look, unattracted to others, but you may be a beautiful gem to others. I feel like when it comes to spirit, that's what really matters because the flesh can look enticing, but it's what your spirit carries. You can literally walk around here and have everybody attracted to you. You think you're the world and stuff like that. I've seen many videos, I've seen many stories of people that are living 10 times better than us. But yeah, they miserable as hell. They got trust issues, drug overdose. They're mentally thinking that they need to go through a struggle. No, your parents is literally financially stable. I'm talking about your life is good. But because, people are looking at you and like, oh, they consider you a nipple baby because you didn't have to go through the struggle. You didn't have to do none of that. But your parents did it. Went through the struggle and build the foundation that they built so that you do not have to go through the struggle. But because of how social media is, but because of certain images, they think that that's what makes them stand out better than the rest because they need to go through a struggle that their parents fought to keep them away from, to entertain it, and then now, boom, get locked up. You're fighting with people. You feel entitled. You're ignorant. You're prideful. There's so much negativity going on in this world, and it's like majority of certain generations are not even grasping it, and it's kind of crazy. It's kind of terrifying at this point because if you notice the pattern of the years as here now, like 2025, many young people are dying. And a lot of them are dying because of what they're seeing, how they're living, or they just want to be a part of something that they can make themselves be recognized as more in a negative way. And it hurts me to see that I was born in 1989. As the time start going to like 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 7, 8, 9, like 2010. Let's be like that. 2010. But like I said before, if it became from rappers, if it became from people that, this is all I know, I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. From my black people to any culture. If you not notice the pattern, now around this time, like I can say like 2020, 2025, the generations are, as our generation comes into this time frame, they're not living long. They're not. They're not. Like, if you sit down today and just be like, look, let me pull up Google and see how many young folks are losing their lives, it's a lot. I don't know if it's a tactic. I don't know if it's a strategy game. At one point in time, like, even with the whole COVID situation, it was kind of weird, kind of like tactic wise. It just looked weird because it's like, common sense wise, like, why is it a younger generation are becoming more unstable or angry or more like unruly or more stressed, or it's like, what is going on with our generation? Like, from when I was growing up, my parents made sure that we stabilize ourselves, stay more focused. But what is it about this generation now? What's going on? Where's the stability? Where's the respect? What's going on? Like, the younger they become in this time frame, it's like everybody want to be on the top, and they want to make sure that they show their respect. You gotta show me respect, and either they're getting locked up, serving time, they do something that literally they can't come back from. You're serving time. They're starting to change life sentence to underage minors. And it's like, and I understand how the system is working now. They don't care if you're under 18. I've seen many videos of kids from 10 and up laughing, doing some demonic, wicked things to people, stealing cars, shooting somebody, stabbing somebody, bragging about it at court while the judge is just watching you, just laughing, talking about, oh, I'm gonna get out because I'm not legally 18. So pretty much they cannot try me as an adult. And the judge is just watching you. Your brain ain't even processing what you're doing. And like literally everything from what you said, from your mannerism, from how you behave, I've seen many different kids just don't care. So, okay, granted, you acting like you don't care. Oh, I'm about to be out. Then the judge look at you and said, I'm gonna sentence you 25 to life. How is it a child that's not even legal yet serving life sentence? Now, granted, people will look at me and be like, oh, like, what are you talking about? Oh, like, well, you don't understand. I've seen many videos and documentaries of kids serving life in prison. I don't know what the system is doing, but at this point in time, young kids are trying to use the scapegoat of doing evil shit. Excuse my French. Doing evil things. And just because they're under 18, they could get away with it. But the system is changing. You're lucky enough they don't even put you on death sentence. Can you imagine if every country said, okay, these young kids are not grasping it, we're going to give them an electric chair or death sentence? I bet you wouldn't even play with that type of timing. But people still do. They look, they play with it. They think like, oh, I'm underage, I'm under 18, I could do whatever I want, I'm invincible, da da da. And brief, some people got locked up under 18, right? Now you're serving life in prison. Just literally process hearing that. You feel invincible. Nobody can touch you. But now, no, nobody can't tell you what to do, right? Okay. Now, you're in jail, right? All right, you did something really messed up. You're in jail, right? Okay, you're in jail. Granted. Judge said life sentence without parole. And you're like, what the hell? Like, wait, I'm underage. Like, they're trying me as an adult? They're trying me as an adult? And then it hits you. You're going to be stuck in a four-corner box where people are telling you when you can eat, sleep, and use the bathroom. When you got to wake up, get up. You, like, for life. You literally do. It's like technically, if you really think about it, your life is over. So now, granted, years passed. Remember, you got locked up for life when you was under 18. So now, I guess it clicked to you like, oh God, as your brain developed, the mindset kicks in, and you're like, damn, reality just like gave you the ultimate slap. Now you're in your 30s, you're still in jail. As you were locked up in jail, just imagine it. Just imagine you in a space that time stands still. Time is standing still. In jail, time stands still. While the world is evolving, you're stuck in a four-corner box and you're being told what to do. You don't know who's in jail or who's in there with you. You don't know what your life is going to be in there. Somebody might try to shank you while you sleep. Or somebody try to shank you while you take a shower. Somebody try to rape you. Like, it's so many crazy things that can happen to you within those four corners of those walls. But it's like, okay, granted, some people just don't get it until you're locked up permanently. Like, it's like you test the waters until it gets so bad that, damn, okay, you feel like you're not gonna get no serious penalty. Oh, you shot somebody. Oh, I'm 17, so they're not gonna try me as an adult. They try you as an adult. You're stuck in prison for life. I saw a document a while back about this shorty. She was 17. I think she was 17 at the time, dealing with this guy. I got her name. I think it was like Hernandez something, but shorty was like 17, social media model, just chilling, enjoying her life, taking pictures, showing off, trying to be number one. But lo and behold, she got demons. She got demons. Your ex looked at you like you was a demon. The dude you was with, that you took his life and his friend's life, start seeing demonic behavior. And look, you're 17, right? You live in a home that treats you right, gives you food. You're not struggling. You're not in any endangerment. But because you're entitled, right? That's the problem with nowadays. These young kids are so entitled, and their behavior leads them to a speedy recovery. Either you're locked up for life in jail, or because you feel so entitled, you're going to do something that either somebody is going to have to put you in place. And it's like, humble yourself. Your parents taught you to be a certain type of way, but you gotta like really go through and really think to yourself, how does the world work? Because majority of the times, most people don't like most people, I am not gonna just focus, even people that are older do not understand how the world works. I'm an 89 baby. I'm an 89 baby. When I was a young kid, I'm talking about like 6, 7, out on the street, see a whole bunch of older dudes just chilling on the corner, like, just vibing out. One of my boys passed them, young kid, same age as me, He was like 6, 7. And this is a grown man. And he looked at him. The little kid disrespected the grown man. That grown man said one thing. He just said this. And ever since then, it made me understand. Don't move with ignorance. Don't move with disrespect. Because the world we live in nowadays, people just don't understand. You're not entitled to anything. There will always be somebody more dangerous than you. There will be always somebody more better than you. You're not invincible. And just because you have a knife, sword, or a Glock does not matter. Somebody is more dangerous than you. Once you humble yourself and just move right, God being and God willing, He will protect you and shield you away from people that are more dangerous than you think you are. Because there are people out here on different timing. So, getting back to the story. So the little kid, like I said, I was 6, 7. He was 6, 7. Little kids, we're little kids. We're like on the floor, like little kids, like elementary school. The little kid disrespected that grown man, and that grown man beat him. Like, I'm not talking about like, oh, took my belt off and beat. I'm talking about like 2 grown men fighting. And he said to him, "You want to act grown, I'm gonna treat you grown." That's why majority of the people on here in the street, I respect the OGs. Respect the OGs because those were the people that paved the way for me to even live as long as I did. A lot of times these people don't understand. The OGs are the reason why I could say that I don't have to ever serve time. I don't have a bad record with law enforcement. I stay off the streets. I try to focus on being positive in my life. It's not easy, but if you know your background isn't something that is hard or stressed out, but because you see what your friends are doing, so you want to be down with them, don't allow them to take away your freedom. Don't allow yourself to be like, oh, I want to be cool like them. Because all you're doing is he jumps off the cliff and you're jumping off right with him. Allow yourself to be a boss. Allow yourself to be a leader. Don't be a follower. What you see on social media, don't follow that. Don't allow yourself to be mind manipulated and not knowing how to be a leader. Be your own leader. Half of these people nowadays, they'd rather be followers because they can't think for their damn selves. If literally a leader tells you today, jump off a cliff, that'll make you cool. So you're going to jump off the cliff to make you cool? And some people will do it. They won't even think, they just do it because the leader said that. But moral of the story is we just have to understand that this generation we're losing our generation. We're losing them. Like, I'm seeing younger people, not even hitting 21, losing their lives for what? The respect? Because when you're dead and gone, time is still flying. And while the world is still moving on, moving forward, your story end where you could have elevated it and become something greater than that, bro. Don't minimize your story. Don't speed up your book because somebody looked you a certain type of way. Don't speed up your book because you felt disrespected because somebody looked you a certain type of way. Don't risk your life. Don't speed your story and allow yourself to grow. Because the people that are underage, that are serving life sentence because they thought they were minors and they got away with that, now they're serving time until they rot in jail. So now you rot in jail, you die, and then you burn eternity, burning for eternity. God damn, that sounds wicked. And the evil things that you did, you take a life or you did whatever you did, you go to hell. And the same people you took those lives, they're just looking at you and they're just gonna torture you for eternity. There's no gun in hell. There's no getting out. They will torture you for eternity. Can you imagine? I remember I was talking about this the other day. Can you imagine the people that go around and be like, I'll catch bodies in the like, can you imagine the eternal suffering they're going to deal with when all the people you took from this world is in hell with you for eternity, making you suffer while you're burning? They're gonna stab you, they're gonna poke you for eternity. Like imagine it and process it. The people you don't like because you felt like, okay, look, I'm gonna take a life. Remember, that is the most forbidden thing that God put on this earth. No man should take another man's life. And many men are doing it and they're parading over it. But you're parading over it and all those corpses that you took will meet you down there. And they will make you suffer. So you're getting a reputation on earth. You're hyping yourself up. All right, cool. You're hyping yourself up. But when you pass away, what you think is gonna happen? Like, I tell people this, like, yo, look, all life is sacred. Even if they piss you off, even if they stress you out, all lives are sacred. No man has the right to take a life, even from the judge or from the court. Still, in sense, they do not have a right to take lives, but they have a system. And if you do evil things, and in certain countries, in certain regions, they do have death penalties. You get the electric chair, hanging, guillotine. But in high sense, no man, doesn't matter by human law or what we believe is a system, should take a life. But everyone does, right? Okay. So while everybody's doing it, while everybody's hitting and hiding or bragging about they doing it, you're gonna see that all of what you did is gonna come back to you tenfold. You're gonna see all the faces, all the lives you took, all the hypeness that you was bragging about. Those same people that you did show out for, once you go down there, look, I do not believe that it's okay for people to be disrespecting other people that, now you're triggered off, you're angry, you want to prove a point. But sometimes walking away is the biggest strength that most people don't have from governments, from just groups of people that feel like I gotta make a name and I gotta tell you, I gotta make you understand. But then it's like, okay, you did that. But how long do you think you're gonna get away with it? There's a saying, you take a life and then one day you're going to be in fear because that day will come when somebody takes yours. Karma doesn't, karma is not just karma, it happens. There are people out there that don't understand the amount of bodies you collect. Deep down mentally, you may block off the fear, but that day will come that you have to answer for all the bodies that you took. Because you rather show out, rather do everything that makes you feel like you're big, but all that reputation that you have on earth, once you're gone, that's when the suffering and the torturing begins. Because every single person that has taken a life is going to see those same people. They were bad and you took their life and whatever. But you're going to have to answer for every crime, every mean-spirited, evil thing that you ever done on earth, and the many amount of people that you took. Just think about it. No man is safe because you broke the laws. When God said, no man has right to take life, but yet at every turn, people were doing it and then parading off of the lives they take. Okay, but trust and believe. You took those lives. When you go, you're gonna go and you're gonna see those same people and they're gonna torture you. They're gonna torture you to unbelievable perils of pain and suffering, and you're gonna be screaming and no reputation, no safety is going to help you. No friends, nobody's gonna save you, and you're going to constantly be suffering for the people and the lives you took, and then you parade on their deaths. And when the time comes and then somebody takes your life, and then you're in hell, and you're gonna see the same people that you was parading about how I took this dude's life, and they just sitting there just torturing you left to right. And guess what? There's no guns down there. The homies ain't down. Well, I mean, sure. If your homies just doing the same thing, they'd probably be down there getting tortured by half of the people they killed too. You have to understand. We don't know when our time ends. They say a dead man cannot pray for forgiveness because once a man or woman or child passes away, the time of your life that you live on this earth, you should be humble. You should pray for forgiveness. You should allow yourself to not put yourself in a situation where now you can't live a normal life. It's not right to, like, it's not right for no one to sit in a four corner and have other people tell you what to do for the rest of your life. Like, imagine you're 95 and you're literally, somebody just gets you up, turn the lights on, and get up, go use a shower. Like, can you imagine? Because you couldn't live life normally or respectfully on the outside. You did everything to show out. You did everything for them to pay attention to you. Then now the cops get you, lock you up, and serve you life in prison. Can you imagine life in prison without parole? It doesn't matter if you graduated in jail. It doesn't matter if you've done everything in your possibility to show them, like, oh, I've changed. They don't care. People, wake up. Jail system is no joke. Like, I've seen so many stories. I've seen a girl do something that she's underage and she ended up in life imprisonment. I saw documents of young kids doing stupid things, ending up life in prison. People have to wake up. People need to understand that, yo, being like, it's like, why do you have to get locked up for life before you grasp it? Because even if you grasp what you did wrong, even if you acknowledge, like, okay, crap, I'm really in here for life in prison, it's too late. You being locked in jail is as if you're serving time. You're pretty much already in hell. It's bad enough they say hell on earth, and it's like you pretty much confined yourself in more hell, and then you just deep down just made yourself locked in something that's kind of like hell, and then you're gonna die in it, and then you're gonna be in hell. Can you imagine like triple hells? That's crazy. Like, like each and every one of us is very smart. Each and every one of us is talented. Each and every one of us has great potential, but we use it for the wrong reasons. Social media, rap music videos, just want to show out and be disrespectful to people that you shouldn't even cross. A lot of times, the most dangerous group of people wouldn't even pay you no mind. But some people like to be like, oh, well, look, I want to test it because I want to show out. I want the viewers, I want the followers. So let me do something that will put my life at risk. For what? Putting your life on risk for followers? That's no different than you selling your soul. You're playing with people that have zero patience for disrespect. And even if you disrespect them on social media, you think you're gonna get away with it. I've seen mad videos of people trying so hard to disrespect people they shouldn't disrespect. But that just shows you the type of people that if I came across, or even if I'm just like, you just don't mess with those type of people. Do not disrespect them. If anything, they do what they do, but don't be on social media calling out people, disrespecting them, doing all this stuff, and then it's like, boom, you did something that could like potentially get your life taken away because you're trying to get likes. I'm not entertaining that. Like, I come on here, I speak my truth, but I'm not here to sit here and disrespect nobody. I just read articles, I see how the world is spinning, and I express how I feel about the whole situation. Nobody, nobody intended, or nobody. I'm not trying to degrade nobody. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I'm just saying how I see the world moving now, as human beings, and as time moving, as how everything is going on in the world. What is happening to us? Every day when I wake up in the morning, I pray for the world. I don't pray just for my family. I pray for the world, and I hope that everybody really understands that the days and the times that everybody wakes up, everybody allowed to see another day. Pray for forgiveness. Whatever the problem was, pray for forgiveness. Whatever it is, let your hate go. Whatever the problem was, don't allow it to freaking destroy your life. Don't get locked up. Try your best. Yo, there's always a will and a way. But a lot of times people are so narrow minded they don't even see it. If there's a will, there's a way. You stay good, you stay humble, positive things happen to you. You do evil things will always latch on to you. And it's like you gotta grasp and understand that the evil things that you do will double back on you. No man on this earth can sit here and say, oh, I'm invincible. No man can sit here on this earth and say that I'm untouchable. Each and every one of us has to answer for our crimes. Allow yourself to live a humble life. Allow yourself to be good. Maybe your life was bad. Maybe you it wasn't easy. It was hard. But don't allow it to control you. As you get older, you can do so many positive things with the anger and frustration. And look, you grow up and you're like, look, I had a bad parents, mom, dad did me wrong. But now, look, I got a kid. I want to break that cycle. Us as human beings need to break the cycle of hatred. No matter how people be sitting there and complaining about how, oh, white people saying the N word. Oh, okay. If you think about it, as black people, we always say that, right? And we say it so fluidly. Oh, we just alter it a little bit. No, it doesn't matter. We're still saying the same thing that they're saying. People, we have to wake up. I'm making this message because I really want my people to wake up. Like, wake up and understand. There will be a time where millions of people will instantly just disappear. How the rapture comes is not something like, oh, like you're gonna know it's happening. Like people are just gonna disappear. They're already gone to heaven, and the rest of everybody else is just gonna be here, and it's gonna be on the news and be like, oh my God, millions of people disappeared. Like what's going on? Is going to happen when you least expect it, and you're going to wonder what is happening. Those people are gonna be gone with God. They're just gonna just go. God is just gonna pop up, pick his peoples, and the rest of them are gonna just stay here, and then that's when you know it's too late. It's too late. Please, people, guys, just try your best to do everything positive. Try your best to not get yourselves locked up. Please, whatever the issue is, whatever beef, problems, anybody did you wrong or harmed you or whatever, just pray to it. God, and allow God to handle the situation or whatever the beef is. And trust me, if you don't allow yourself to put yourself in that situation where you take the justice to do what, oh, well, I'm going to have to do something to prove a point. Yo, just pray. Like, listen, I forgive my enemies. I pray that they find themselves, and I'm gonna let this hatred go. Like human beings, we gotta let the hatred go. The world is slowly dying, and we're not even seeing it. Everybody just get up every day, put their clothes on, do their 9 to 5s. They don't even understand that like this is not normal. It's not, and a lot of people are not grasping it. The world is not what you think it is. Like every day we wake up, get up, go live our regular day-to-day lives. People doing whatever they doing, fighting, beefing, go to the 9 to 5 job. Some people out here shooting, killing. There's something coming bigger than anything in this world, and it's going to be terrifying. And when it comes, the people that sit there and say that they don't believe and they see it coming, damn. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen where the naysayers, people that don't believe, they want to see it for their eyes. When it happens in your face, what are you gonna do then? Oh, well, now I see it. It's proof. No, you're pretty much condemned for the rest of your life. People believe that God is a man-made construction or God is not real. I can testify that I've been through some things that I know there's a God. Some things that could have made me be in situations that I could have never returned back from. There is a God. There is a force that protects you. There is a force that is God that allows you to wake up another day. God is literally watching patiently. So you see, from a human's perspective, we sit there watching and we're looking at our time, and it just goes back around from 12 to 12, right? Our time is different from God's time. Where you think, as human beings, are very impatient, and God just sits there and just watch. Where in a human's perspective, we're like, "Oh, no, I want this done right away." No, or for us to be 48 hours to Him, one grain of sand just fall out of that hourglass. Time is moving fast, guys. Find your inner peace. Some people act like, oh, well, yeah, I know I'm going to hell. Yeah, I'm with this joint. I'm going to hell. I don't care. I'm burning. I'm taking people with me. Blah, blah. Can you imagine you sitting in hell and it's constant torture? Man, look, if you're a masochist, good luck to you, but there's a certain cards that should not be dealt. Find your peace, people. Be happy with yourselves. Pray to God. Ask for forgiveness. And just live the rest of your life positive. Because there is a time where it doesn't matter what you think, and when it happens, people need to understand, like, you want to see it for yourself. But when you see it for yourself, what then? It's over. You're stuck. And as much as you scream, as much as you plead, you ask, like, okay, I believe, it'll be too late. Because you had so much time to get your life together. Pay attention to what's going on in the world. Open your eyes. Focus. Get your life right. Treat people with kindness. Take care of people. Love one another. Not stomp on each other. Stop trying to be better than, like, oh, I'm going to hurt this person or take away whatever they got because I want it. That greed. Pride. Oh, I'm not going to. Like, humble yourself. Envy. Wrath. Sloth. 7 deadly sins. And each and every one of us has that. We need to conquer those sins. Conquer those sins. If you know that you got pride, you feel like nobody can tell you nothing, you can do whatever you want, you have to let that go. Be humble. I'm not going to say that I'm perfect. I gotta go through my own problems, and I gotta go through my own demons, and I gotta go through my own battles too. I'm just letting everybody know that, yo, work on it. Please, work on it. I come across a lot of people that are angry all the time. I'm happy, good energy, trying to spread good energy and positivity. Guess what? They're angry as hell. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody like, oh. too happy. You're too happy for me. Can you imagine somebody coming around you with positivity, good energy, and good vibes, and just being happy? And the person that is right next to you get upset because you're too happy? That shows you got some serious demons to work out. You got some kinks to tweak. I don't wake up in the morning angry. I don't go to work angry unless somebody provokes me, and I know personally they're doing some wicked things, so I gotta correct you on it. Come on. I don't like if I know that somebody's not doing some really weird crap and it's been consistently and it's been going on, and I'm like, yo, look, I already told you. You stay on that side with your negativity, I stay on this side. But like I said, it takes a lot for me to get pissed off. When I get pissed off, I make sure that I make it very vocal. Like it's so vocal, it's like, damn, it's not slowing down. But like I said, I feel that there are things that I have to work on, and I hope that everybody watching this video gets to understand what they need to work on. It's not easy. It's hard. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but people, work on yourselves. Have peace in your heart. Don't allow your life to be cut short because of these things that are trying to get rid of you. The devil is trying to collect souls the same way God is trying to collect souls. Like, really think about that. The devil is trying to collect souls. Majority of humanity is so greedy because they want it all. They'll sacrifice their soul, and they don't even understand that their soul is more valuable than everything on earth. Your one soul worth the the whole earth is not even worth your soul. This is why the devil can easily give you everything on earth. Duh. Like, think about it. If he can literally be like, you sell your soul to me today, I'll give you fame. You're pretty much have pretty much all right. Look at it from this perspective. I have a Bugatti, right? Bugatti's like half, like way past $1 million, right? The devil comes to you and give you an Arizona drink for that Bugatti, and you took an Arizona can that's $1. So pretty much that's what's happening. Your soul's worth over millions, and you sold your soul for a freaking Arizona can. Think about that. Think about it. It's easier to give you shit. Oh, excuse my French. It's easier to give you these things because your soul is more worth everything on earth. It's easy. He can give you everything that you want. Think about it. He can give you everything that you want. But then think about it too. He can give you everything that you want, but then at the same time, you're a ticking time bomb. He's not gonna make you leverage over this joint unless you make a bargain that can make you sustain your soul. It's not either you gotta sacrifice more people to bring in more things, and you get what I'm saying? You gotta play with the devil's work. The devil needs generals. The devil needs soldiers. The devil needs people that he can literally use to destroy people. Because at the end of the day, the devil himself wants to destroy everything that God stands on. And he will continue to destroy. He will continue to keep doing everything in his power to destroy each and every one of us. So make right with yourself. Make right with yourself the same way I'm trying to make right with myself. I am not perfect. I got problems I have to deal with. I got issues that I have to deal with. I'm still working on myself. I'm on my journey, but I'm not going to allow myself to be mean-spirited to others. Treat people with respect, kindness, love, and just find your inner peace, man. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for holding y'all up. This is your boy, Yondaime Uchiha, But this was a message for everybody. Get y'all souls right. Get your mind right. We all battling demons, but don't allow those demons to take you out before your time. Because this is what's happening. The devil wants souls. Yet the bigger picture is where we're living right now is not it. Where do you want to be? Suffer for eternity or figure out where you went? I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting here like, like, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Like, no. I'm just saying I have my fair share of things that I have to work on. I'm not perfect. The same way everybody does. I'm just saying if this video can reach out to at least one person, then I feel like I did more than enough. I'm not expecting everybody to be on this track. I'm not expecting anybody to like or follow or whatever. But if I can at least reach to one person to be like, damn, he's right. I'm not perfect. I got things I gotta work on too. So I don't want nobody to think like, oh, you over here trying to preach. Like, nah, man. I'm just like, look, from my day-to-day dealing with certain people, and a lot of people, I work in security. So like, think about the ignorance I gotta deal with every single day. It's very stressful. Like, imagine you're dealing with somebody that lives a very ratchet, ignorant life where they just feel like nobody can tell them nothing. To me, that's like you taking a nail and taking it towards a chalkboard and scraping it. Like, can you imagine that? I don't give a fuck. You gotta tell me nothing. Like, to me, that sounds like you just took a whole chalkboard and you took a nail and scraped the crap out of it. The screeching it just sounds so terrible. It's like, if you can't know how to talk proper English, it has nothing to do with, oh, he sound mad white. I mean black. No, I don't care about colors. If that's how you see things, then damn, I feel sorry for you. But I learned that a true man, manners maketh man. Manners maketh man. If at any point in time you don't have that, you're not a true man. And it just because it says man does not mean, oh, it's just for the guys. No, I'm talking about human race. Human race. Yeah. It's for everyone. Manners maketh true men and women. I hope you guys like just grasp what I was saying. I hope everything is going well with you guys. I pray for everybody. I pray for the world. I pray for everybody to do okay in their lives, man. For real. Like, it's terrifying to see the news sometimes and just seeing how many people lose their way. Lose their way to the point where they don't even get a second chance. And as many times they plead, it doesn't matter. This law system is not playing no more. Half of the people are stuck there for life. And when they turn to God, it's too late. You're already locked up. You're not going nowhere. Can't make no change outside. Like, just think about it. Why would you want to waste years of your life in jail where you're stuck being told what to do for the rest of your life? Guys, why would you want to be around people that want to treat you mean-spirited? Why would you want to be around people that'll take advantage of you? Why not acknowledge the people that are really there when it really counts? You have to ask yourself, as human beings, what are we doing? Everything is going backwards. Everything's going backwards. black community is literally cursed with slavery and anger, suppression, and they don't even realize it because they're too caught up in pride. A black woman will see a black man with a white woman and be like, oh, look at he betrayed. Like, what? Oh, he betrayed us because he should be with a black woman. But then you have, I'm not saying all black women, so please don't try to be like, oh, hey, you over here talking about black women. No, I'm literally saying some of our black women are caught in a perpetual loop of anger, mistrust, and a curse of just miserable suffering. It's like you don't even like. Some women will date people that is their type. Some women and men will date only what they think is their type. And this is almost 85%, I'm very sure, and this is like literally that. Majority of the people that you date or be in a relationship with or you marry, they're not as it sounds good on paper that you said that this is what you want, but then that's not what you really want. That's why a lot of people cheat. A lot of times couples disconnect. No relationship is easy. No relationship, no marriage, no friendship. But the whole factor is both partners and both friends have to meet each other halfway. Come across a lot of people that still hold on to, oh, I'm used to the old school way. When people say the old school way, what do you mean by that? Because how I see it and how some people are depicting it, and I've seen a lot of videos that are very disturbing now. Like people are corrupting the fact that, oh, I was raised in the old school way. So if you was raised in the old school way, why is it some women, I'm not saying all, some women are not cleaning anymore, taking care of the house and this and that third, or like they just expect you, their man to work 3 jobs, and they rather be on social media showing off, not taking care of their kids. Like, come on, like what's going on with the world nowadays? But each and every one of us is going to be held accountable. If they don't want to believe it, they'll believe it when Judgment Day comes. Can't say that I never made a video. Can't say I didn't try to reach out. If nobody don't process anything that I'm saying, and they be like, he's talking a whole bunch of gibberish, that's fine. At least I can say on Judgment Day I did warn y'all. Right? Cool. This is your boy Yondaime Uchiha signing out. Actually, I wasn't feeling good anyways. After I did my security job, it was kind of cold and stuff, so I woke up with like a graggy sore throat. But I just hope everybody have a blessed week, and hopefully this video can reach out to somebody and make them understand that, look, we have to find inner peace in ourselves. Just find inner peace in ourselves and just work on it. We're all students of the world. We're all learning. I'm learning still. I'm not perfect. But I'm just saying, if I could reach out to my brothers and sisters to make everything a little bit better, and they're paying attention to a little bit more, that's what's going on in the world. And if I can open your spiritual eyes before it's too late, hopefully, if this video can at least reach out to one person and they can grasp it, that's more than enough for me. But at least I can say that I said what I had to say. I hope you guys have a blessed night. Been holding it down for a little bit. And guys, stay tuned. I'm probably gonna go on stream a little bit earlier tomorrow. So if you guys are interested and you got any topics that you guys want to talk about, I appreciate you pulling up and just speak what you feeling. And if you got something that you feel like, hey, I'm going through this and I just need a neutral answer to that question, I'm definitely here for you guys. You guys are wonderful. I hope you have a blessed night. Rest well, and God protects you and your home and your family. Please, guys, pray for the world, not just only your family, but pray for the world, and hopefully things will be much easier on us because we're suffering. The world is being changed into a different bracket, but most people don't see it that way. Others do. Stay focused, stay positive, and I'm out. The boy Yondaime Uchiha is out. Have a blessed night, guys. Peace.